and I'm trying to tell you what you need to do, right? But you telling me that I'm a nobody, I'm nothing, I'm a low life. The way I see life, guys, is it's either whatever you tell me, I can either implement to what you're saying to me and apply it into my life, or I can go about my ways and go back doing what I used to do. I feel like we all have a choice. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let nobody tell me what I can can't I do. It's a mindset. It's in the mind. You can tell me one thing. It is my choice whether or not if I want to take it and apply it in my life. I can tell you one thing. I'm like, yo, bro, you need to stop doing what you're doing because you're not living right. And it is my choice. And people don't want to see. You gotta respect people's boundaries. You gotta respect the choice they make in their life. You cannot change anybody. There's no way of changing or speeding the calm because they make the choice to live the way they live. I could never speak life into anybody unless unless you approach me a certain way. You might be hyper aggressive. I'm more calm, passive, collective. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be. I think you said it one way. You gotta be able to walk into a room and read it. I can't walk into a room where everybody is just so gentle and calm, collective, and just relaxing. I'm over here all hyping because we doing get up. They don't look at you like you're weird. Like you gotta match people's the level. You gotta match their level. You gotta respect their character, personality. Why would I want to go while I'm going have everyone? Yeah, I'm gonna motivate you if you're my team. But if I don't know anything about you, why would I do that? It's a work in progress. That's how you create friendship. That's how you allow people to follow you because you get to know them, they get to know you, they get to know who you are about, what you're doing, how you doing, and what it. Because people can all. I could tell you, hey, I'm doing this and that, but yet I'm not watching it. I'm not. Like, there's no action behind what I'm saying. I'm gonna see it a different way, and people don't seem to understand that. The part is that you need to grow and find yourself first before you can tell anybody or change or how they should live their life.
That's what I mean by like the best, the truest leaders. They've never asked to be the leader. They don't have to ask. It's because they're actually leading themselves, and then people just willingly following along. You know, like I'm not asking you to do anything. You just see that I can take you somewhere.
Right.
That's what it means. Like, and when people try to take the lead when they haven't done that self-leading first, you can clearly tell the difference. It never is like a smooth interaction. It's always a conflict that starts to arise because you're not. It's like you're saying one thing, but who you are doesn't match. You know what I'm saying?
There's a quote I run to church. One of my pastors says, "You can't disciple others if you have discipline yourself."
Yeah.
Okay.
You need it within you.
You need. It's something that you have to build within yourself. How am I going to disciple you if I haven't disciplined it or implemented it to myself? It makes no sense at all.
And that goes with everything. That doesn't go with just this discipline. If I have no self-love, I can't give any love to you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes with everything that you have.
You know, so mentally, I feel like the community does have us being stuck in a one cycle.
Has to.
It's a one cycle thing. It's they never want to grow. They never want to change. They never want to be better for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They want everybody to be stuck in the same timeline, doing the same thing. And every year, times change. Things change. Technology is changing every single year. Are you gonna tell me you're gonna go to the old school PC, and yet they come out with a Mac 2021, 2022? You're going back doing the old stuff, bro? I mean, you never would learn. That means you're not implementing what is out there. It's so you can learn so much. You can learn so much. It's your own choice, your own will for you to do it. You gotta discipline yourself. You gotta commit to whatever it is that you want to learn before you can tell me how I should be able to do that.
But you just said the word commit, man. Commit. I feel like that's a word that is always a trigger for people. Because whatever you commit to, you're kind of letting that become a part of you. Because it's going to be a part of your life. You're committing to it. It's going to be a part of your life. So like some people aren't ready to make that commitment because they don't want to. They don't want to. They only want to reap the benefits. They don't want to reap the repercussions of things that come. Like they want a full. To be able to make a decision that there's no repercussions from it. I'm like, bro, every decision I make has a repercussion. It's not like that doesn't shy me away from making the decision. The repercussion will only come if I choose if I'm not wise in my decisions after the fact. Like the repercussions only come when you're without awareness. Like if you're aware, there's no repercussions ever. Even things that you might think are a loss, are lessons learned because you were aware of what, in the greater scheme of things, what that situation helped you to accomplish.
Well, I think most people don't understand the science of, I don't want to say science, but just the fact that consequences have a vast list of pros and cons. Like they entail pros and cons. Consequences aren't good or bad. But also coming to what you guys are saying too. Like I think that definitely in some ways it can be asking too much from someone to be true with themselves, because it's an uncomfortable thing to do. But more than anything, like you were saying too, bro, like it's like when you start to really change the core foundation of your habits, you really start to get at the essence of who you are as an individual. And so like when that changes, or when that shifts, it once again can become very uncomfortable for people to be around you, because like you said too, it's a reminder of where you came from, as opposed or in contrast with where they came from or what they currently are, and where you're each going. And more than anything, I think that it becomes sort of like a comfort thing, but also it's like you said, the community doesn't really want to change too much, and really to everything in life you gotta adjust accordingly. You can't really there's not really a rubric for this shit. Like this is not like school. You know what I'm saying? Like, for all you niggas out there who doing assignments and such things, like, there's not a rubric that if you do this, this, and this, and you attach this and put these types of quotes and do MLA format or whatever. Like, no, like each situation is case specific. Each community is case specific. Each person is case specific. And so this is why some people don't do well in this same, or don't thrive in the same opportunities or in the same affluent communities as other people, because shit, they're a different person. Maybe it's not there for them. Maybe they don't want to get that shit. Maybe they're afraid to be successful. But it's like I always look at it like it's like not a knock on the people, because like people don't even know what they're doing. Most people, this isn't even like a conscious thing. Like you gotta take in consideration like the work that the three of us have put individually. You know what I'm saying? The hours that each of us have put, the unseen hours. You know what I'm saying?
Unseen hours.
That each of us have put into ourselves to be able to understand this from such like an introspective, and like hindsight view. It's not just like something that many people can express in layman's terms, and that's why we've been doing 2-hour fucking episodes on this. It's because it's just kind of deep, and it takes a while. It takes a lot of shit you have to go through to kind of see the shit. And so, like, for all you out there who are being like, fuck all the niggas don't want to see me do good, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'll just go to other communities. I definitely would implore you to understand that, I can't speak for any other community, you know what I'm saying? I can speak for my own. That the black community is right now in shambles, and it's not that we don't even know each other. We don't know ourselves. We don't know what's happened to us, and we don't know where we came from, which by default means like we don't know where we're going. And like it can be really tough. I'm not trying to make excuses for fuck niggas and stupid niggas. Yes. There's a lot of evil niggas and conscious, like who are conscious and who know what we know, who actually weaponize this shit against the people. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we're here for. But what I will say is just take in consideration, like, what is it saying? I always say the same thing to y'all. Forgive them. You know what I'm saying? or they know not. How can you be mad at a kid